Hello, friends. How are you all? I hope you are doing great and taking care of yourself. If you are new to this YouTube channel, I basically share my learning experience through this channel on various DevOps tools like Jenkins, Ansible, Terraform, and not only that, I also share the informative videos on cloud certification. Before I proceed with today's announcement on my YouTube channel for next tutorial, I'm going to share you with some stats which Stack Overflow has conducted in 2024 among the most popular technologies. As you see on my screen, the first most popular technology is JavaScript. Second is SQL, HTML, Python, Bash slash Shell, Java, and so on. If you notice, SQL still holds the second position among the top 10 popular technologies. With that said, we are going to start the next journey of SQL learning on my YouTube channel from the scratch. Also, I would like to share some important databases conducted by the Stack Overflow in 2024, and those are PostgreSQL, MS SQL, SQLite, Microsoft SQL Server, MongoDB, Redis, Oracle, Elasticsearch, and so on. If you notice, the Oracle still holds the position among the top 10 technologies. And with that said, we are going to basically use Oracle as one of our database in our journey of learning SQL from scratch. So hold your seats tight and let's get into the depth of what all topics I'm going to cover in my tutorial on SQL for the beginners. So friends, here is the content of our SQL tutorial which we are going to start from next week onwards, and it's going to last for 10 weeks. So week 1 we are going to basically get introduced to the databases and the SQL. So what is SQL, why we need SQL, what is database, relational database management system versus the non-relational database, different platforms to access the database. The week second we are going to talk about uh, installing an SQL developer and connecting to the AWS RDS database. The week 3 we will be getting into the basic SQL syntax like select statement, form clause, where clause, basic operators like equal to, not equal to, greater than, less than sign, uh, and other basic operators. Week 4, we are going to talk about data definition language, and which is none other than DDL. So we are going to talk about, sorry for the typo error, the create statement. How can you create a database? How can you create a table? How can you create an index? Second, we are going to talk about alter statement. How can you modify the column size, or how can you modify or alter the index? Then we are going to talk about drop. We are also going to talk about difference between drop versus truncate versus delete. Uh, the other topic we are going to touch base is the data integrity constants, like what is primary key, what is for foreign key, what is unique constraint, not null constraint, and other constraints as well. Week 5 we are going to talk about data manipulation language. As I mentioned, the SQL is used to basically extract the data, view the data, manipulate the data, and then finally there are other tools with the help of SQL. They can make your data into a visualization form and those tools are like Power BI, Tableau, business objects, etc. So data manipulation language is insert, or I would say the DML statements are insert, delete, truncate, update. Week 6, we are going to talk about data types and the operators. So we are going to touch base string manipulation functions like upper, lower, substring, concatenate. We are also going to talk about common Oracle data types like varchar2, number, date, timestamp. What is difference between the char and the varchar2? We are also going to talk about numeric functions like round, truncate, date functions like sysdate, add months, months between, and so on. Week 7, we will be talking about how can you sort your data, or how can you group the data based on certain columns or the fields. So order by, group by, aggregate functions like count, sum, average, min, max. Also, we are going to talk about whenever you use the group by function, you need to use having clause. Week 8, we will be touching base on joins. So how can you basically join multiple tables, which can be 2, 3, or etc. So what is inner join, what is left outer join, right outer join, full outer join. The week 9 is going to be a last week where we are going to talk about views. What are views? What is difference between the normal view versus the materialized view? What are indexes? What are type of indexes? You have a cluster index, non-cluster index, you have a unique index, etc. How can you create a cluster? How can you how can you create an index? How can you alter an index? How can you drop an index? And week 10, after learning all these things, we are going to create a mini project where we will be creating the database, creating the tables, modifying the columns, extracting the data from the tables. We are going to create indexes on that. We are also going to create primary key, foreign key. We are also going to use not null constants, or assigning a default value when no one enters into it. We are also going to talk about multiple scenarios, has how can you extract the unique records, how can you delete the duplicate records, etc. So hold your seats tight and get yourself with me to start this journey of SQL. Until then, take care. Bye bye.